any news footage because he said, he has his own problems to deal with his houses and all that stuff. So he didn't see the interviews and stuff that all the channels were showing of people on the ground. Now, it has come out since then that they're there, but they're broke. So FEMA's there, and they're broke. So he was kind of right.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to give him that.
Oh, so you're saying Dr. Dan was right?
Well, no, I don't agree with this thing about they're helping Democrats more than Republicans and stuff. I think that's
I think you're saying he happened to be right. No one knew that FEMA was broke going into this.
Correct. So they spent all that money on the airline tickets for the immigrants, apparently.
After that big exchange, you text Bubba, he flips out. He didn't really bring a lot of attention to it on the air.
No, not at all.
When it happened, but I remember that after that segment, I stepped out to go smoke, and Dan walked past me into the engineering room. So how did that exchange go?
He just said, it wasn't personal. It's just an on-air thing. And I said, well, it came off to me like it was real. So I took it to heart. And I got upset because there's a lot of people busting their ass. They're trying to help these people. And you can't just be like, oh, they're not there. When they were there, but they're broke.
Work yourself into a shoot.
So it is what it is.
So you're all better now? Everything's good?
Yeah, we're good. I mean, I love that.
May I ask what that text said to Bubba? Or are you not comfortable reading it?
We'll leave that.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's fine. I get it.
Let's just say he said that, if I did leave, it'd make it harder on him and more pressure on him, and I didn't want to do that, obviously, to Bubba. So,
well, yeah, obviously, we'd all have more pressure there, Macho. You're a very key figure here.
Macho, if you leave, we're kind of fucked.
I think Rhett's got it.
Okay, that's good, and that's great. For real.
Good job, Macho. Thank you.
But still, I think Are
you done? Is that it for you, Macho?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. Shut him off. I don't know what else he was going to say.
Who shut him off? Lummy, or did he shut himself off, or did you shut him off?
I'm just glad the protein's not getting shut off. So we're
See,
good.
that's what all Macho really cares about, which is perfect. And speaking of the storms, did you see Average Joe? Average Joe lost a truck, and Big E 7375 $100.
Average Joe lost a truck. How? Like a wind damage, a flood damage?
Flooding.
Like, talk to me.
Look at that.
And what kind of truck?
Looks like he got a Chevy.
He lost
25.
that truck, or that's the new one?
That's the new one.
Okay, that's a brand new truck.
Looks like, and he put Bubba Army stickers right on there. Look at that. Before he even put his company stickers on.
And it's a real decal.
Yeah, watch him peel it off.
Very nice.
Here, leave that up for a minute.
That looks great. That looks really good. Good job, Average Joe.
It looks like, I think he drove over to Orlando and went and got a new truck. So he's trying to recover after losing that. Thank you, Joe. Average Joe. Landscaping for all your landscaping needs. Thank you. So I'm glad we got that taken care of with Macho. I'm glad Macho's not going to quit. I mean, it kind of goes into the whole Dr. Dan scenario. Macho Man was ready to quit over, what Dan said. And I wasn't ready to really get into it this early. But let's go to, you know what? Right, what do you think? Should we get into it right now? Or
why not?
All right.
You have an uncanny ability to kind of dangle a carrot and fucking move along and push something down the line. I think you do that better than Bubba does when you tease stuff like that. So let's just get into it now.
Oh, because I was going to go right to this whole cookie game.
No, skip the appetizer. Give them the meat and potatoes first.
So, all right. So obviously our headline here is there's lineup changes. And I believe that there were a lot of people today wondering what happened with Dr. Dan Diaco. And it's seeming like, Bubba, obviously, it's his. And we did talk about this about 2-3 weeks ago on the show that there would be some lineup changes. Bubba likes to keep things fresh. And it's seeming like the great Gene Lasker, who I just love him being on the air. I love Dr. Dan being on the air. But it looks like Gene's going to be here on Fridays now.
Oh, is that going to be a permanent Friday fixture?
It looks like it will be. It looks like Dr. Dan will be Monday and Tuesday, with our rotating between Tara, Tuttle, Tom Bean, Operation Pigmentation, and Gene Lasker on Wednesday.
Okay, so I was going to ask you that. So because Operation got thrown into the Wednesday guest, that maybe Lasker was getting taken out of Wednesdays and moving full-time on Fridays.
No, Gene's
but that's
still
not
Wednesday.
the case.
And Gene is going to be here this Wednesday coming up, and I believe he'll be on that Friday show. If Gene can make it. I believe that's what it was. I'm not sure if Bubba clarified it on the air, but So Gene was on today. Dr. Dan has lost his Friday spot. Oh, we also have Babyface Thursdays. So I know that is whatever. So Babyface Thursday. I mean, it kind of mixes it up. I thought Gene. I mean, Gene just fits in so well with a lot of the stuff. Do you guys like that move?
Yeah. I like more Lasker on the show. I've talked about it before. I haven't exactly been shy. I'm a big mark for Gene Lasker. I think the cohesiveness between him and Bubba on the air is good. You know, they're a nice fit for each other, and he's funny. He makes me laugh.
Colton.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I like having Lasker in. I've always liked Lasker on the show. Just him going at Bubba, kind of back and forth with Bubba. It's real. So that's what makes it good. And Lasker, you know, let's be honest, Lasker's completely unfiltered.
He sure is.
That's funny radio.
He was kind of able to. I'm a little surprised he was a Bubba Wallace fan now.
He was pandering. You couldn't tell?
No, not at all. I thought that. Call in 813-90-BUBBA, 813-90-BUBBA. Let us know if what your feelings are as, you know, Dr. Dan. And Bubba even said, you know, maybe the Fridays that Gene can't come in. Maybe it's just, you know, us, the full-timers, as Bubba says. You know, Seth, Bubba, myself, Rhett, Macho. Or, you know, it's Bubba's show. He can put whoever he wants on Friday or not have anyone on Friday.
I do get concerned, though, that when Lasker comes in on Wednesdays, that week with him on Wednesdays and Fridays can be a bit overbearing for Bubba.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
I guess it depends on how loose he is Wednesday.
Hold on.
Right?
I
Like,
think
you'll be able to set the tone and tell pretty easy how racist he's going to be that week.
Well, you also got to think, well, I mean, you got to look at the topics too, and then also maybe how Babyface is on Thursdays.
Right.
I mean, I think that could probably, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
down.
that's one hell of a 1-2 punch, too.
That's what I'm saying. If
That's
you're going to
gonna
go
be a
from
1-2.
Lasker to Babyface back to Lasker.
That's true. 239.
Man, how you guys doing today? It's Roberto Perez, man. You know how I like to call in and just give my opinion about crazy stuff.
What's up, Berto?
What's up, Berto? So what do you think about the move?
I was going to say, your package should be there by Monday or Tuesday. Colton, do you want me to send your package to the studio? Or if you want to go ahead and Instagram me or whatever and give me your address, I'll send it that way.
Okay, whatever you'd like me to do. I was unaware of anything, so thank you. But yeah, however you want to do it. Whatever's easiest for you, Berto.
Well, Berto,
I'm going to send that shirt to you.
All right, well, Berto, what do you got? Because the phone lines are blowing up here. We got to get with the other people, too.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, Dr. Dan.
Dr. Dan doing Monday, Tuesday, I think it's kind of cool because it'll give Bubba a break from him, and then when he's ready to bring him back, he will. Lasker reminds me of my crazy Uncle Hector. You need that every once in a while for a Friday. I was sitting in a parking lot for 2.5 hours laughing my ass off.
Yeah, Gene brings that. Perfect. So you don't mind the move? You kind of like the move, bringing Gene on Fridays?
I think sometimes it's good for Bubba because when Bubba enjoys what he's doing, like today, was a good show. When Dr. Dan did, it's a good show. Like when Bubba picks the host he wants at that time, is he knows how to make it a great show, and that's what I would say about you guys. You're freaking awesome. And Mach, like I said, something about Mach, he's like a real man. One day, if I get to meet him at Barp, I want to shake his hand because it takes a real man to see a different point of views and stuff and then admit to where he was like, okay, I didn't know this, I didn't know that.
Perfect. All right, Berto. Thank you, buddy.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
See you, Berto. I think with Lasker...
352.
Sorry, go ahead. No, you're good. Caller, go ahead.
Sorry about that.
Hey, what's up? It's Pedro on my work phone.
What's up, Pedro, the pool guy?
Hey, so I'm definitely with you guys. I love Lasker on the show. I'm so glad he and Bubba patched things up, and a little less Dan is a great thing. Having him on 2 days a week can be a little bit much. 3 days is he gets to be a bit much. So I'm definitely in the Lasker train.
Perfect. So you like Lasker Fridays pretty much. Do you want Lasker to be a permanent fix on Friday if that's what Bubba goes with?
I don't care where he is, as long as he's on the show again, because I really miss his how about that and all that shit from him. So him on the show is definitely
glad you're getting to get to hear me.
A positive. Yeah, everything.
Exactly.
His racist stuff. I mean, it's not cool, but it's funny as shit. So
Well, I don't think he
definitely love
means
having him on
it
the show
sometimes.
again.
I think it's just
It's just unfiltered. That's the way we're going to position
Yeah.
Lasker,
Listen, I
okay?
don't
It's
wanna-
unfiltered.
Listen, I don't want to disrespect you as a man. I just want you to know you might hear some stuff that.
The N-word might slip out sometimes.
I mean,
Right, exactly. I mean, I'm not politically correct either. I have to always preface myself with people that I just meet. I'm like, by the way, I got to say I'm not politically correct. I might be offensive, so sorry if you can't take it. That's why I like Gene. He's just, I mean, it flies, and I laugh my ass off. So him somewhere in the show, I don't care what day, it's definitely awesome.
I mean, him coming up with the homeless versus the homeless, then like flip the guy a gun. As Gene just sitting there, he's not thinking about it. Bubba's like, well, what do you? He's like, just give him a gun. Especially when he found out Bubba showed up with the gun. Let's flip him the gun. And then when like he had the whole entire scenario mapped out for him real quick.
The Lasker way.
The Lasker way, exactly.
Exactly. Yep. As long as he's facing you, if he's running away, you can't fire. If he's facing you, hey, I was afraid for my life, officer.
That's right. Came out with me a gun, 7-footer. So, all right, thank you, Pedro.
All right, guys. Love you, no homo.
So,
I think with Lasker versus Dan too. I think Bubba learns things a lot differently with Lasker in studio, and dare I say it, I think he learns more with Lasker in studio. And my reason being, whenever there's something Bubba doesn't really know about or Dan knows more about than Bubba, like Dan has a habit of telling you about it.
Okay.
He's a bit of a lecturer at times.
He's been through like fucking 20 years of schooling.
Right. I mean, he knows.
He's a teacher.
That's what he's used to. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So he's being
knows,
a teacher.
Absolutely. He knows a lot of shit. He's a vocal guy. He's a big personality. We know him. We love him. He's fucking Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire. But with Gene, it's almost like they have to figure it out together.
Yeah.
Like they got to do a quick Google search and read through the article and, read the article.
And perhaps be
listen
wrong
to
about
each
it at
other.
times.
Work it through. Perhaps be wrong about it at times, but you work through it together. And that's what I'm talking about, where those guys just feed off of each other really well on the
and it's
air.
funnier than hell.
Yeah, because it makes for hilarious radio, in my opinion.
Oh, I 100% agree. 843, especially teaching Gene some stuff. 843?
843, hello.
305. Linker.
Mr. Worldwide.
What's up, 305 Worldwide? Pitbull.
How you doing, Looming?
Hey, how's it going? What
Red too, and I wanted to say something. How come you guys don't put your wrap-up show on the podcast and your sports show, man? I really enjoy it, but sometimes I'm working and I miss it. Why doesn't Seth give you guys a chance?
He did. He was putting up the weekly wrap-up show. I mean, that's, Seth runs the podcast world, and I know he wants some newer, some original content that you can't see like on the YouTube, which we run through on the YouTube. You can download it to re-catch it up on Bubba Army HQ. Yeah, I mean, Seth was putting it up there for a little bit, but
and I know Seth's kind of tinkering with the podcast world as well. Like I know we heard this week on some of the after shows, Clement Kush or Bubba Unsent, one of them, but they were talking about how they might be making changes in the podcast world. So, he's constantly tinkering with it.
Okay, man. I just enjoy you guys, man. Thank you very much. First-time caller, long-time listener.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wonder. Oh.
Go. What? 941
Nothing.
can wait.
No, I was going to say we should. But the Bubba Army HQ, obviously, we should have just hit it harder with that guy.
Oh, Bubba Army HQ. He knows about it.
So at that point, he can get everything.
That's right.
Literally everything.
Everything. Download it, and he's listening right now. So, Bubba Army HQ, and we'll have the app out pretty soon.
And, sir, if you said you're on the go and stuff, you're able to download the show to your phone, lock your phone, and put it in your pocket and go about your day, saving data and phone battery.
That's right. 941.
Lum.
What's up?
How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
Doing well, man. Hey, quick question for you. So I actually work at the Tampa airport right there by you guys.
Oh, okay, yes.
And I work like a late shift. So for lunch, there's like Taco Bell, Burger King, McDonald's. That's it, right? So I drive kind of right by the studio, man. If I see this weirdo over there, what should I do, man?
Great question. When you see this, well, don't get hurt. Don't hurt him. We don't prove of
Call the
violence.
cops, probably, you think?
Oh, maybe follow him. I mean,
come on, dude. The dude's on a 30-minute lunch break.
Yeah,
He's got to get food too, you know. He's not a private investigator. He don't got all day to follow. They got this homeless guy's got nothing to do all day around.
Start videoing him.
I don't know if the first answer you give this guy is to encourage stalking, but I mean, if you have the time, you could potentially keep an eye on him, see what he's doing.
I
but
think
if
what
he's
he's
not inherently doing anything wrong, then fuck it. Take a picture of him like he's Bigfoot or something.
Yeah, there you go. And send it in.
All right, I got you.
But
I appreciate it.
If you see him molesting any animals, to make sure that you
Yeah.
call 911.
I mean, it's a different story. If you see him hopping the BRN gate, it's a different story, you know. But if he's out there just wandering,
yeah.
There's a ton of raccoons out there, man. I don't know how those guys live out there in those woods.
Oh, there's big ones
homeless
too.
on them.
They grill him up.
Yeah, they kill them. They wait for the roadkill. They live in those woods back off that main road. Oh, is that O'Brien? I think it is.
Spruce, yeah, behind Spruce there.
Yeah, they have their own garbage can. They roll out on the weekends. So yeah, there's big ass raccoons, and I think they're eating turtles and raccoons because we lost some turtles here.
All right.
Oh no.
But yeah, just let us know.
I'll keep an eye out.
Perfect. Yeah, he's a big
dude,
African
who are we
American
fooling?
fella.
Those fucking homeless people are eating good. They go up to the corner of West Shore over here, and some of the strippers give them some money.
Yep.
Some of the rich businessmen give them money. Brian Matroni's paralegals will give them, food for 2 years. So I mean, these dudes are eating better than us.
Yeah, think about the steakhouses, the restaurants here basically between here and International Plaza.
That bitch probably eats Charlie's 4 nights a week.
Yeah, dude, he's hanging out back out of Union at the end of every shift change.
That's true.
And he's getting the leftover food that didn't get delivered or the canceled orders.
And
or
that guy
whatever it may be.
that guy always has like really newer clothes on, and he's
because
been here for 4
people from
years.
south of Gandy come and drop him off their brand new polos and shit.
Or
Hey, remember that Jewish rapper guy that was going to be suing Orlando?
Yes. Yeah.
He was, I don't know if he was homeless, but he was damn near close to it.
Well, the
wasn't
two
he?
that came up to our gate were homeless.
Yeah, and they were, good friends with DJ Mazel Tov or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
DJ Mazel Tov, and they came up and they looked like they need some. You probably see all the homeless walking around here, right?
I mean, it's Tampa.
There's tons. It's bad. It's worse than Bradenton. Yeah, I come up from Bradenton and I work at the Tampa airport. It's bad.
Are they coming into the airport?
No, they will. That's where they don't. Yeah, no, it's clean on the airport property, but you step 1 foot off airport property, and they're right, World of Beer and all that, like right behind there. It's bad.
Do they often try to get in there? Like, do you have incidences a couple of times a week where they got to chase a guy out?
All the time. They get drunk, wander over, they get hit in the middle of Spruce. I mean, it's really, it's rough, man.
Oh, well, take
And
a
also,
picture
sir,
and send us
just
an
so you know, you should be going to World of Beer. They got a pretty good lunch special on Mondays.
I quit drinking, but yeah,
I know I don't drink. I go there for the $5.99 burger, whatever the hell it was. It was a cheap, wasn't it a good burger price, Lummy?
Yes, it was. I don't know if they still have it, but yes. It
Yeah,
was.
their food is actually really good. Their chicken wings are like smoked too. They're damn good.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Well,
Every Monday, $7.95. There you go.
Listen, I'll tell you what you should not do is take your leftovers to the fucking homeless guy, okay?
No, don't feed them nothing.
Don't feed them.
No.
But yeah, sir, $7.95 every Monday, cheeseburger and choice of side at the World of Beer. Yeah, you can't get much closer than that.
You fucking recruit him in your
No, that's right across the street from my office. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Colton's getting a slice of World of Beer.
I'm going to go over to World of Beer now and cut my deal on the backside.
Yeah, the lunch
Hey, I got
special.
guys coming over here on Mondays for the lunch special.
2% of every ticket.
Yep, put it in this bucket right here. I'll come by once a week and get my change.
Just start passing out coupons too while you're at it.
I'd love to.
Yeah, the homeless guy, Colton, you're a free type of guy, and you would be I think out of us three, you would probably be the best homeless.
I would probably agree with that. Well, I don't know. I'm not built for the. See, I can do homeless daytime. Comes nighttime, I need a bed, a pillow, an AC
But
unit.
I feel like you'd be able to finagle something or somebody. I mean, he was just staying behind the law offices.
No, have you seen the homeless on the sidewalks in L.A.? They have window shakers.
Yeah, and for
on
their
their
tent.
fucking tent. Yeah, and on the inside, they got a 55-inch TV, little entertainment center, a bed set.
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah.
That would be me. But yeah, Lummy, if I was this 7 foot tall black guy, what would I do?
Yes.
Well, obviously Bubba wants him out of here, or me, I guess, if I'm putting myself in that scenario. Bubba would want me out of here, right? Well, how bad does he want me out of here? For $100 a night, $200 a night? How much are you willing to pay me?
Oh, okay, so I can see where it is. So you're thinking Okay, so you're in your world, you would shake him down. Now, do you think that this guy will, like, you think he'll will come and shake down Bubba?
I don't know. Like, to me, it's the start of the shakedown. You know, he's here every day. He's intimidating you. He's letting you know that I have nowhere to be and nothing to do. So I could be here every night if you want me to. Or for the right price, I could not be here every night if you want me to.
That's true.
I think he's a lot smarter in his approach than Bubba thinks he is. Because he's just toying with Bubba. He's poking him in the chest. And like Colton said, he's making it very well known that he doesn't have a lot to do. He has the time in the middle of the night that not everybody does. So we'll see. I mean,
I've seen him up over by that Walmart.
All of our branding and QR code stickers all over the place. If he has a cell phone, I can imagine he's listening and taking notes at this point.
I think he
pisses Bubba off.
I have seen him. I have seen him with a cell phone. Yeah, when he goes into 7-Eleven and he's buying these big bottles of wine.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen him sitting up here on the bus park bench, and random people will go by and he'll haggle them for money. Yeah, he's got the Hampton Inn deal down.
There's no way he doesn't know the brand. He's hung out here enough. Clearly, he's seen the logo enough times. But again, those QR codes that are everywhere within 2 square miles of here.
I think he gets pretty drunk though.
He's been around here a little while.
He's got nowhere to go. Yeah, if you're confined to 2 miles, you'd know damn near every corner, every light pole, every hump in the sidewalk. You know it all.
Yeah, if you're stumbling around most of the time, you definitely want to know where you're at.
Yeah, very true. Very true. That's why, like, during the day, I think that's when he walks over to Walmart and he comes back because he has to change up where he begs, I think, for the money. I think the West Shore area gets a little long because lately there's been a lot newer homeless people. And Brett, you see him at like 5 a.m. while they're out there the guy with the paintings. Do you see him?
Yeah, and then there's another guy by the Circle K Shell who will make like, what are they, like the little canes out of palm fronds or whatever?
Palm frond ones. They make crosses and hearts and flowers and shit like that.
Is that a Catholic thing too?
No, that's just a homeless thing.
Oh, well then I felt like the Catholic Church would make those for Palm Sunday or some shit.
Sure.
It's insane how you can come up with ways to make stuff sitting on the side of the road, but it's still like useless stuff.
Hold on. It's insane how many fucking homeless people know how to make those palm tree ones.
Right.
Like there's a homeless class.
They teach you that in homeless camp.
When you go to Ybor, it seems like every corner one of those guys is making the same exact fucking flower palm tree shit that they're like, hey, why don't you give this to your girl? And
I'd be selling water and Gatorade or something like that. If I was homeless on the side of the road, instead of sitting there begging, I'd probably be selling waters.
You got a good chance too. I mean, you know, the summer months are winding down here, but it's going to be hot for a couple more months. But like, I know for a fact that I have been sitting on the corner and a dude standing there with a cooler full of Gatorade and water, and I'm like, fuck it, I got $2 cash on me.
Yeah, give me that Gatorade, dude.
Yeah.
I usually fall for like the kids.
We know you're taking the Gatorade. We know.
I'm saying for the water, the Hillsborough, like when they're like, hey, we're raising money
for the Hillsborough basketball camp, football team. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'm like, I got $1, and the kids give me water, and it's 120 degrees outside. I'm like, yeah, man, you know, at least he's busting his ass selling some water.
Sometimes the worst is when they corner you outside the grocery store. You got a cart full of stuff or a couple of bags in your hand. They know you just spent money.
I avoid them now. Like at the Publix I go to, I in the parking lot, I look and I go, okay, there's my exit. Okay, there's Boy Scouts.
I'll never give money, but if I have my cooler, which I always have my cooler on me, right? I'll give you a water. You know, I got my little pot purse on me. I'll give you a joint. You know, See, you ain't getting no $10 bill off me. Fuck you.
I just go to the other exit. I'm like, fuck it. I don't even want a confrontation.
Man,
you know what would be a good gimmick is like when it gets closer to Christmas time, one of the homeless guys is dressed up like in a Santa outfit right on that corner. Maybe we should give the Broderick like a Santa outfit to wear around. They have Black Santa. He could probably get some money. Would you not agree? What would you do?
Yeah.
You just roll up. You got a
if I seen a black crackhead in a Santa outfit,
John Kosika, $50. Yeah, you got a black 7-foot Santa.
I'm probably looking the other way, dude.
holding a bottle of wine. You know what I mean? Ringing a little bell.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're not going to drop $1 to him?
No, I'm telling you, I ain't fucking looking that way, dude.
It's a red flag, I think, when you see someone like a crackhead, I guess, put that much work and effort into something. Right? What is this guy trying to pull? Is he going to try and scam me? Is he going to work me if I start talking to him? That's the thing, too, is that There's always a 50-50 shot. If you make eye contact with someone standing on the corner, they'll just run over and start telling you shit. Yeah. They love to talk, some of them.
902.
Well, they're high on fucking crack.
Hey, boss, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Terry? Let me ask you something, Terry. What do you think of Gene Lasker coming down to Fridays over Dr. Dan?
Well, I'm a big fan of Gene Lasker, bro. I think Gene Lasker is a great American, a great conservative, great, just a great guy and a great guy on the air as well. I'm a fan of more Lasker, but I also gotta just put out at least, some positivity for Dr. Dan, bro, because I can tell you that in just the few short years he's been on the show, he's become one of the most valuable conservative voices on YouTube, Rumble, and all the platforms, bro. And that's why the liberal alt-left wing cross-dressing sex offenders out there all hate him, because he's right and because he's always on the money with his points, with his information. Highly educated. He's got a lot of good information to share. And, I'm anointing myself the unofficial chairman of the Dr. Dan Defense League, bro. And I'm calling in just to defend him here, bro, because he's going to be getting criticism and critiques from everybody like he already has been. The left-wing sex offenders have always been criticizing him and lobbying him to get off the show. But, I think Dr. Dan's done a great job. I think he's still going to be an incredible asset on Mondays and Tuesdays. Right. And at the end of the day, it's still a positive thing that we get, more Gene Lasker. But as the unofficial chairman of the Dr. Dan Defense League, I would like to see maybe Lasker and Dr. Dan on some Fridays, bro.
Oh, so a tag team. Is that what you're
You
saying?
want to talk about Bubba losing control of the show?
One.
Yeah, then you get Babyface.
Oh my God,
triplet. Now, Terry, what would you do with this liberal Broderick homeless guy? Like, how would you deal with that situation?
How do you know he's a liberal?
You're talking to Terry. He's got to be liberal.
He's that guy. I can tell just from how Bubba talks about Broderick that Broderick is definitely a liberal.
That's right.
Broderick, I think, Broderick's looking for some DEI handouts or something, bro. He thinks he's entitled to pet the goats. He thinks he's entitled to molest your basketball hoop, but he's not, bro. So I would create a firm perimeter around the premises and make sure he's out of there, bro. Make sure he is outside the perimeter at all times by any means necessary. Razor wire might be a good idea.
So you think we should almost make it like Texas did for the border and start putting razor wire along all fence lines?
And then have Babyface hold the gate open and let him
in? That's pretty much. All right,
probably would. I think
he probably would. You know what?
Already got a wall or a fence there. I think some razor wire would be a good addition.
I mean, Babyface was already pretty much shitting the idea. Bubba wanting to do the electric fence. He's like, we don't have walls at our
Bubba's just
place.
trying to save him money. I mean, Babyface is trying to save him money because Babyface knows he's just going to open the gate and allow him to go right through.
That's true. I mean, Babyface was already letting him sleep at his office for months. That's where it all started. It all started.
This guy's been around here for years.
Yeah, he's been around for 4 years.
Yeah, I was saying, like, let's make that very clear. I think it's more than that.
Wow, been there for 4 years.
Plus,
basically since Biden got in.
Yeah, exactly. I remember seeing him wear a mask around because of COVID.
You think they dropped him off here?
Yes, I think they
probably.
They dropped him off here
from the border from Haiti.
You know what? He could be. Well, I guess we're gonna have to check that out.
This dude's a solid American. He's just cracked out.
That's true. All right, Tampa Terry. Thank you so much, buddy.
God bless.
Stay free in Canada. They're not happening. No, he's been around for a very long time.
Yeah, seriously, I remember seeing him like way back in the day. So he's been around. I'd say over 5 years.
You think it's over 5 years now?
Yeah, I think he's been around. I was trying to think about when I was in the building full time, what I was doing, and yeah, I think it's been like 5 or 6 years since.
So how good is he doing?
5 years.
How good is he doing? Really? I know this isn't the busiest area, especially when you consider like the business complex being where it is.
He travels though.
Right, but like, what does he do? What kind of food does he eat? How often does he eat? Where does he stay?
Normally, when I see a median on the corners, it's usually the 7-Eleven food. But like I said, he has the Hampton Inn card gimmick.
I mean, I know there's guys.
What is the Hampton Inn card gimmick?
He was telling the guy at 7-Eleven, the guy that we know, Rhett, he was telling him about the Hampton Inn. The Hampton Inn card gimmick is you get a room key.
Okay.
And Hampton Inn has a continental breakfast.
Correct.
And you just go in there and
you don't even need a room key for that.
No,
one
you
time,
just walk in.
Yeah, one time I told Tuttle to meet me across the state one day for breakfast, and he fucking met me, and I just gave him the address. He didn't know it was a hotel, and he shows up, and he's like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, breakfast is on me. Let's go. We walked in and got free breakfast.
But if they check your key, if they ask for
I guess if you're homeless, maybe they start checking keys. But
yeah.
If you look like us, Tuttle and I with a collared shirt on, they just thought we were staying the night there. And
yeah, so
we just walked in and ate free breakfast.
So obviously he's going to Hampton Inn, getting a good continental breakfast. I mean, he probably is doing that at multiple hotels around here.
No, they probably know him by now.
Yeah,
I guarantee. Yeah, he's got a couple of girls who work on the staff who know him.
Yeah, but
and they love feeding him. Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, Broderick? You know breakfast sounds about 10 o'clock.
Whoa! What are you trying to say? What kind of staff is working there?
Get you a plate. We're almost at eggs.
Probably Broderick's. Yeah.
Buddy,
yeah.
it's Tampa.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't say anything at all about race, but when you think about Tampa women who befriend a guy like Broderick
that work in the housekeeping of the Hampton Inn,
right? There's a lot of people in this town that we.
I was
going to
say more Latino.
The accent's still the same. The color just maybe
absolutely.
I was going to say the Latino aspect. I mean, because baby faces people are white.
I could be some snow bunny white girl. I don't give a shit.
It's the same. It's this. Yeah.
It's the same kind of person.
You think he's going over toward the La Quinta and like the IHOP? Picking out some food over there.
Anywhere that'll feed him.
Now, Rhett, do you remember, did the La Quinta have a continental breakfast or anything?
No, the IHOP is a separate building. They don't have their own continental or anything.
I always forget about that IHOP.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been there in my life, and I always forget about it. Seriously.
Yeah, because you got the Waffle House right down the street.
Yes.
I would like to follow him around.
Yeah.
Like,
see what he does over the course of a day. See how much he travels. Take pictures of him like he's a fucking Bigfoot. I want to study this guy now.
Because now
I'm curious. Is that the new Lummy Investigates? Is it?
Lummy spends 24 hours with Broderick the homeless man?
Not gonna
24 hours. Yes. Well, dude, that'd be awesome. I'll do it with you.
Well,
we'll set up a guerrilla operation and we'll literally 24 hours follow this guy around, see what he does.
Well, that's what I was working on.
Take sleeping shifts.
When I was Brett, remember when we had the tanning bed lights? I had to load them up in my truck, or the batteries, I guess.
Yeah, the battery. Yes. Heavy ass batteries.
The tanning bed from over here?
Mm-hmm.
Mark Tate's old deal?
Yeah.
I was trying to find somewhere to just drop it off for a little bit so I could help some people out. Maybe
drop it off for a little bit to help some people out.
Yeah.
Are you trying to fucking find some hurricane disaster cleanup that you can drop it in so the city picks it up?
This was like a couple months. This was a little bit ago. And he was just sitting on the rock because I was ready to. I found a spot that they wanted the batteries there. They asked for them. And so I was going to drop. And
what the fuck is going on right now?
And he was sitting there. The guy, he's sitting.
They wanted the batteries.
He's sitting at the rock, and this is right down the street from Babyface. And the person that wanted the batteries at that location was like,
okay.
I'm looking
at the person who wanted the batteries at that location.
Yeah, I'm following.
Just so happened to be eating lunch, so it was just me and Broderick. There were no other people around.
Yeah, the guy.
So Broderick the homeless man is what?
So he's like just sitting there staring at me from the rock.
Yeah, you're illegally. You're fucking dropping off your batteries. So yeah,
I was dropping off the battery to the guy, but he had to go back inside, and yes, he had to take a phone call. So I'm watching him, and I'm like, what is this guy doing? And he's like, just staring at me. Then he stands up, and he's a tall guy, and he's just staring at me.
Call the police on you.
I know, and I'm looking at him like, what? Like what are you doing? That pretty much I took the battery and drove away because I didn't.
Oh, so you didn't leave it for your fellow man that you were supposed to leave it for?
No, I didn't. And then probably 2 days later, he's walking around Walmart and walking through the parking lot. I think I can see him probably breaking into cars too.
Yeah, at very least car hopping. I guess that's the same thing, kind of.
What's car hopping?
You're just looking for unlocked doors. You're not necessarily breaking in. I mean, you are, like in the lay of the law, but like, you're not breaking something to get in. You're just like opening pulling door handles, essentially.
No, you didn't break in. You didn't break and enter. You just happen to find an unlocked door.
Yeah, that's a lot of homeless do that. They'll go to the malls. They'll go to places like that, places that are busy, and they'll just start pulling door handles. And when it unlocks, they're in, and from there, whatever they can get.
Oh, okay. He probably does hit up West Shore Mall too. It's not that far down there.
For as long as it's still around.
Yeah, I'd say all 12 people in the parking lot.
But I guess we technically need to. Yeah,
Chick-fil-A is the busiest store at that mall.
Was it Tuesday? Tuesday, I drove around a little bit looking for him, and I couldn't find him. So I'm on the lookout. Hopefully that I should have gotten that guy's number and been like, hey, when you see him, text me. Let me know his locations. So I like maybe
text me his coordinates.
Yeah, like where he's sleeping. But I guess he's just hanging out here out front with the goats. But hopefully he just kind of goes away, gets bored with wanting to watch the goats. I don't know how the fuck he's been here for 5 years and just is now finding out about the goats.
Probably heard them.
Well, the goats don't make noises so maybe he was just drunk and singing or yelling or doing something, because the goats don't make any noises if,
Yeah, but once they do.
Yeah, they go crazy.
Yeah.
And if you're fucking next to them and... Oh, I can see he might hop that fence between us and AAA. And if he's sitting back in that area, they'll see him at that point, won't they?
Yeah, but how far back there can he get? Because they put up that fence not too long ago.
They sure did.
And I don't know, does that ride up to where the stone wall is? Like, does he have that much room to actually climb over?
Yeah, he does. If you remember in the Let Me Investigate video, I hopped over it, so it's not that hard. Might have been edited, but still. So, I mean, yeah, he could be sitting back there. Who knows?
We should do a... I feel like I'm just making more work for myself here, but I feel like it'd be good content. We should do an all-night live stream and just wait for him to show up. And then once he shows up, we'll bombard him and ask him 100 questions.
Our fucking luck he wouldn't show up that day.
I know.
Our luck
right.
he's stuck over on Dale Mabry at the fucking Walmart.
You're right, but the way Bubba makes it sound, I mean, he's here riding his bike every other day, so...
How do you get a fucking bike?
Yeah, come on.
Bro. He's homeless.
Someone didn't lock it up. That's how he got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not with the in and outs. But besides, I mean, you all right there? There's a cough button there, Colton.
That wasn't Colton.
Oh, that was right.
Colton. Yeah, that was Colton's mic picking up my cough, even though I had my cough button held down.
Colton, can you hit the cough button for him too?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
I slacked there.
No, it's not even your fault. It shouldn't.
It's okay.
Never mind.
We'll get into let's get into Colton's audio bitch.
So this audio that I pulled here, as we know, Colton's clip of the week. I'm going to start pulling at least one clip every week.
Thank you.
This week I pulled a clip. We had a good week this week, right? We had Tuttle in, Babyface in, Lasker in. So it was a good week. The clip I pulled was from the day Babyface was in. And it was something, I was actually really surprised because in this clip, you'll hear that Bubba doesn't really know what this is. I, as a listener, didn't know what it was. But the two people that knew what the fuck this game was or what it is Seth and Babyface. And I was kind of just shocked by that.
Colton's crazy clip of the week.
So let's play the clip.
Bring the hot mic. Should we play the cookie game with the picture? What's that mean?
What is a cookie game?
What's the cookie game?
It means that we all take care of ourselves, and the last one to finish has to eat the cookie.
Oh, it's a cracker.
What
and baseball
hell?
Players did that back in the day. That's gross.
I thought it was firefighters when they had downtime.
I don't know.
Hold on, you get into a
circle jizz.
Yeah, you got a cookie in the middle, and then you're everybody's looking at the picture, and then whoever finishes last has to eat the cookie.
Man, I thought I was a sexual freak. I never even heard of the circle jizz cookie.
It's been around for a long time, Bubba.
Oh my God, that seems kind of
Moses did it.
That explains Seth's recent weight gain.
So good zinger by Babyface as well.
Yes,
but
was.
I never have ever heard. I mean, I've heard of a circle jerk, whatever. We've all heard of things. Not that we necessarily participate, but I've never heard of this fucking game. Okay, no. And Babyface corrects him and says, "No, it's not a cookie. It's a cracker." I've never heard of this. And then they bring it into a baseball thing. Lummy, you're kind of a baseball historian. Have you heard of this game?
No, I've never played a circle jerk game or known of a circle jerk game where you come on a cracker.
Yeah, was Pete Rose playing cracker with his boys back in the day?
I don't.
Is that really why he got banned?
Yes, that's.
Did he bet that he was going to be first and he was actually last?
He was last, and then he didn't want to eat the cracker, and so they got. Red, have you ever heard of the game?
Fuck no.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like even. Like in the weird circles that you may travel, not like personally, but like, for the radio show and just knowing some weird shit. I have never heard of this game in my life.
Now, we did have a caller during the break that I picked up the phone, and He said that it's in prison.
Okay, so hold on. After this segment went on with Babyface, a caller called in and the hot mic, and you picked it up, like you're saying, during that time, right?
Yes.
Okay, and where was he from? What did he say? Anything?
Hey, Joe. Sorry, Joe. Big Buck sniped you for $20. We'll talk to you later, Joe. Bye, Joe.
So
I didn't want to leave him hanging. So what he did say was it's in prison. He said that they do it over biscuit. A biscuit in prison. And I guess a bunch of dudes in prison jerk off, and whoever has to, whoever's last eats it.
I can't find anything about who started it, but someone mentioned it in chat, and I looked it up. Over in the UK, it is called Soggy Biscuit.
Okay, so there's a biscuit. Okay.
And it said, where did Soggy Biscuit originate? Despite its cultural ubiquity, there is little documented evidence of the game actually being played, with most accounts describing it as an urban legend or a rumor.
Oh, I think you know what? I have to disagree on that one.
The idea of the game persists, however, likely due to its shock value and associations with the privileged upper class in the UK. So you're gonna say that no, people are definitely playing this.
I think with this whole now rumor that it's out there that no one plays it, I think that there is people playing it.
Oh, it's much like the porn world. If you can think of it, there's already a video of someone that done it, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, if this is out there and people hear about it, and Seth has heard about it, and Bayface has heard about it, and this guy in chat here, Trevor's heard about it, then I think it's definitely happened.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, how much?
Think you've seen it all, right?
Yeah, I mean, now how much would it cost for you guys to play that game?
I don't really have any interest in playing the game for any amount of money.
Really, you?
I shouldn't say for any amount of money. Like, if someone's got like a lot of money, we're talking like six figures down. Yeah. Well, fuck, of course I'm playing the goddamn game.
Because there's a chance that you could be first out, second out, third out.
Yeah, but if you know yourself, then you could be more realistic, right?
Yeah, but what about the other people? They could be just like you.
Yeah. Okay. Regardless, I don't really have any interest in playing it. I would
So
if I'm going to be real,
$10 million.
Of course, dude. My number.
Right.
I was about to. Come on, we're going way lower than that.
$500?
No, a little more than that. It's. I think I would play the game for $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a lot lower than
yeah,
that.
Brother. Now it's gotta be like me and like 2 or 3 of people that I know. And we'll play the game.
So you do want it to be guys that you know?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
You
would rather it be randos?
I wouldn't play. I mean, I would.
Come on, we're just talking
not
here.
for fucking $1,000.
All right, $10,000,
Mr. Guzzler over there.
$10,000?
No. I mean, we're
dude,
talking
$10,000. That truck you have is gone. You got a nice new truck
that I'm making payments on still. What kind of truck am I gonna get with $10,000? Is something fucking pre-owned? Something I gotta put money down and still pay interest on? I don't have any interest in doing that shit. I'm talking about life-changing.
Okay, $100,000. $100,000?
$100,000 minimum, 6 figures. Yes.
Okay.
But I don't want to do it with guys that I know, because the last thing that I fucking want, I don't care if I'm rich or not, the last thing I need to do is play the cookie game with guys.
You ate my.
Yeah, with guys that I know who are going to bring it up for the rest of my life.
Fuck
that.
Me, you, Colton, Macho, Bubba.
But at least you know that the guys that you're playing with, you're all clean.
Nope, no chance.
You're playing with randos. You don't know what the fuck. At least you know. Like, hey, look, us 3, we're clean. We're good.
No, if it's like a Saw game with random guys, that's one thing. But it's a lot gayer if it's guys that you know.
Okay. Okay. We got to hear your price first before you dive in. Are you playing for $100,000? We got the cookie game on playing next week. It's $100,000 each contestant, not $100,000 to the winner, not $100,000 to the loser in this case. Every participant gets $100,000. Are you in?
Yeah.
All right. Every participant. Okay. Never mind, Lummy. We're not playing for $100,000 anymore. We're playing for $10,000. Are you in?
Is it next week?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm into.
I'll just stop having sex and no masturbation.
And you'll be first, you're saying.
Oh, I hope so.
For $10,000, I'm in the game.
I can't do it. That's nasty work.
Lummy, do you prefer it to be randos or your friends?
Probably.
Yeah, Lummy.
Probably. Oh, that's man. I feel like my friends would be judgy.
You want Bubba and Dan?
Yeah, but your friends, you at least know that like they're clean, right?
Yeah, but I'm hoping that I'm not eating the.
Yeah, but once again, you're going to go on a hope or you're going to be on a for sure. If you're with your friends, you know for sure.
Yeah, you know
even
what,
if I'm
though?
last, we're clean.
You know what? I'm with Red on this one. You know why?
The drama
Because your
afterwards,
friends, they're gonna just talk shit. Hey, you're the guy that ate. How's my jizz taste every time you see him? So I'm gonna go with the strangers because maybe I never have to see them again.
I don't know if this borders on sexual activity, but to be honest, we can make a comparison here. It's like any good three-way. There's a lot less drama when it's someone that you have no connection to whatsoever. Correct?
Yeah.
I mean, there is like an almost next to 0% chance that someone's going to get hurt philioma or someone's going to tell on you later on.
Yeah,
down
but
the
what if
road
it's
or
3 friends
hold it
that are
against
tight
you.
and close and they can just do that and now it's like every day and there's just, you're just
It's
friends,
still- I
you're
feel
tight,
like- I
and you
feel
can
like
have
it's-
bareback sex because you all are clean and you know each other.
If you're into that in metal shows, then so be it. But I just don't think it's for me.
Okay.
Well, sorry, buddy. I mean,
I'm just thinking I don't want to play the game with Broderick, and I don't want to play the game with, there's just people that I just have no interest in playing the game with, and that is what concerns me about playing the game with a stranger.
yeah, but you'll never have to see Broderick again.
I understand that, but
What are you gonna judge-
it
what
might
are
be
you
a
gonna
good thing to see the person again when you got, something going on.
Yeah, what's going to happen when you run into Broderick a week later in 7-Eleven and he tells everybody about your experience?
I mean, like, who's gonna believe a fucking homeless guy? I mean, look at me.
Especially when you say, yeah, we all got in a circle and jacked off on a biscuit for 10 grand.
I'm
Yeah,
jerking
all right.
off.
This guy's sitting in the fucking corner of West Shore and Kennedy. He ain't jack off for 10 grand for shit.
641. Exactly.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Brandon? Would you be in a circle jerk cracker game, cookie game?
For $30 million.
$30 million, bro. I'm going to Diddy's house tonight for $30 million.
Yeah, I guess it's probably less than that, maybe $100,000.
Brandon's easy. Brandon's going down. What can we do for you, Brandon?
I want to play against Brandon. He's stuck in the catheter. I won, bitch.
Well, actually, since I'm having that trouble now, it's a little red sometimes. Yeah.
Are you doing it now?
But yeah, because I got to put my medicine on it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon.
Yeah. Actually, my mom has to, but I don't have to.
Yeah, it's all right. So,
yeah,
Brandon, were you calling in about how the Gene Lasker, Dr. Dan, or are you just calling in about the cum cookie?
Well, I just Gene killed it today like he normally does. But I think Seth should go powder coat for a while, for a day, just to get content.
Yeah, I think they brought it up before. That'd be good. And I don't know if Seth knows how close Lasker's shop is. It's only 11 minutes up the road.
Yeah, it's just on Buffalo Avenue.
Correct.
The old Buffalo Avenue.
Well, the old Buffalo Avenue, which is now Martin Luther King, but he rather referenced it to Buffalo Avenue.
Exactly.
Once again, Lasker's unfiltered.
Well, he's remembering Buffalo.
He's old
Avenue.
school. There you go. He's old school.
Listen, I don't want to disrespect you as a man. I just don't want my shop associated with no Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
I mean, I think we should. What we should have told Gene is, hey, go pick up the black guy, bring him to your shop, and make him work over there.
Put him to work, yeah.
But like blindfold him so he doesn't know where he's at, so he doesn't know how to get back here.
Oh, like play the Bird Box game?
Yeah, the Bird Box game. It's not kidnapping Colton if he comes.
Whoa.
On a cookie, then we're all happy.
Whoa.
If he comes into the truck, and then we just blindfold him, then it's fine.
And then work him for free. And then
Yeah, but he can leave at any time he wants. Just don't tell him how to get back here. I mean,
that'd be a good idea.
Exactly. See, thank you, Brandon. But
that game last night, was pretty good.
Yeah, it was all right.
It's a shame it was so good. Like, it makes it suck that much worse because it would have been great if they had won it. It was
so pissed.
It was right there in front of them, and they just, pun intended, fumbled the win away.
Hey, Colton will like this because I figured out a way you can watch for free.
How?
On Twitch.
Yeah, people stream the game on Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
Are they?
Brandon, do you need an NFL site? Reach out to me. I can give you an NFL site that you can stream every game you want for free.
I don't want to get any viruses.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's gonna say that on Twitch. He listen. He already fights the viruses with all the porn he watches. Golden. I mean, come
he
on.
doesn't need more.
Yeah. I'm knocking those things down like I don't know what I'm knocking them down like, but they do come through a lot.
Exactly. All right, Brandon. Thank you, buddy.
All right, guys. See you
All right,
later.
Vider03K wants to know what sites are the NFL games.
Yeah, message me. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Message
You
him.
don't want to blow up the spot.
Yeah, you don't want to blow up the spot.
Then it's
get it
closed
done.
for the rest of the season.
Exactly, and then you're looking for another spot.
Nah, it's been like 6 years strong. This is doing well.
Wow. Those ones usually last about a week.
No, this is years upon years.
Everybody knows it.
Knight Rider 1-2. He asked, I missed the beginning of the show. Why was Dr. Dan not in studio today?
Because the left-wing Reddit trannies lobbied to get Dr. Dan off the show, bro.
Did I pick up Tampa Terry? Thank you, Rhett.
I thought we were reading chat.
That was a pretty good Tampa Terry impression. No, I liked it. I was good in Tampa Terry. I mean, it was almost as good as your Dan. What's
Rhett is the impressionist of the weekly wrap up. He can do the Lasker, he can do Dan, he can do Tampa T.
Macho Man?
Macho,
how you doing over there?
Rhett for the pickup. Come on, dude. What the fuck?
What lap was that, by the way? Is
He
that
just
Macho's
dropped the
lap?
ball, dude.
Well, I did. No, I did.
Yeah, Steve Coco said it.
Yeah. What else do you want? I mean, the bit's over. It died before it even began.
Yeah, when you forgot to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were last to
Friday,
come on the
dude.
cookie. Eat the cracker.
Brother, I did not get much sleep last night. I was up till 1:30 doing a podcast after the game was over. Fucking overtime on Thursday Night Football. It was a late night, and I've been getting fried all day, so I'm cooked right now.
Oh, it's okay, buddy.
Lum, did you stay up to watch the game last night?
Yes, I did.
Pissed off like me?
Yeah, because I was feeling I would have won every single bet I put on.
I couldn't have changed that TV any fucking quicker.
I was ready to go to bed after seeing that, and then I didn't want to check my Hard Rock app because I was doing really well all game, and I had an opportunity to cash out my money line bet, my 2+ bet, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll do it. I'm like, I think they'll win by a field goal.
It was right there. I mean, 3 minutes left in the game, and they're driving with the football.
Yeah, there was an opportunity for it, and
there were so many opportunities, but I thought that was the one.
Yeah. Well, we'll get them next time in 3 weeks.
Be sure to check out Rhett's Buccaneers podcast at Cannon Fire Podcast.
Speaking of podcast, the Stone and Loner podcast has a new logo.
It does. So, shout out JC. You know, he made this for us. He made a rough draft for us. I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and then he asked, any changes or anything, and he thought we should just add a beard to myself, and then make sure the naming and everything's correct. So he did it, and I must say, I think he absolutely fucking nailed it.
You sure did. There it is.
I think so. Obviously, it's the Beavis and Butthead type of scenario.
I like your little red eyes.
He changed it out. Yup, I got the red eyes. I got the beard. I got the joint rolling. Tuttle's got the chin. The juts out. So, and the hair going and the glasses. So I think that is a great logo. I know Bubba mentioned putting on a t-shirt. In fact, on my way into this show right now, I was running a little behind, and Lasker and Bubba were in the parking lot talking in Lasker's nice big F-350. And I went and said hello to them real quick, and the first thing Lasker said was, I want one of them stickers. How about it? So he wants me to make the Loner and Stoner stickers, and then he wants some. So that was cool. It's awesome. So thank you, JC. And also, it's really cool to be able to say, yeah, the guy from Bob's Burgers, he illustrates for Bob's Burgers. He also illustrated our artwork.
Yeah, that is badass. I think JC deserves a lot of credit because he's done a lot of cool drawings for us over the years. And
he's made a Blizzard. He's making a Blizzard one now.
Yeah, he makes a lot of them for us. So thank you, JC.
I think this was the most perfect thing you guys could have come up with. Like, it matches the tone of the show. It matches, your bullshit, and I like it a lot.
Well, thank you, and more importantly, like I said, thank you to JC.
And go check out the Loner and Stoner show for this week.
It was a good one. I sent just a little teaser. I'm buying my cigars in bulk, and they raised the price on me, so I sent them an email and gave them my mind about it, and they responded. So we kind of broke that down.
I'm guessing that you do something else with the cigars besides smoke the cigars.
Well, no, I smoke them, but I take the tobacco out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're not. What do you do with the tobacco?
Tobacco goes right into the trash can, dude.
Why don't you say? See, Colton, this is where I don't understand you.
What am I going to do with it?
You're a cheap.
I
Roll
don't
your
smoke
own-
tobacco.
Should roll your own cigarettes and resell them at the flea market.
There you go.
Fuck you, dude.
I'm serious.
I'm being serious too. Why wouldn't you bag it and then you could sell it so the people that want to roll their own cigarettes?
I think it's a different type A.
No, it's
I mean, yeah, I guess it's still tobacco, but
yeah.
Homegrown, brother.
Yeah.
All natural.
What's going on here?
Mind you, the closest flea market to me now is probably far as fuck.
No, it isn't. It's
Oldsmar.
Oldsmar.
Yeah, that's 20 miles one way.
Yeah, and you know how much money you can make off your little tobacco?
$7 or $8.
Hey, it's better than throwing it away.
I don't think it is. It's going to cost me more than 7 or 8 in fuel.
No, because you can find a lot of good stuff over there.
All the half of the money you make anyway is gonna be paying for your booth rent.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna find somebody else's bullshit that I'm gonna buy from them. I'm gonna end up coming home with more shit than I have.
I think it's a good idea.
I disagree. I have so much shit into my garage it's already spilling out into my driveway. And my parents are not happy at the moment.
717.
Hey, Colton.
Sir.
Unfortunately, not everyone knows what app you're talking about to get the free NFL.
Everyone keeps
Take you off
blowing
the
us
air,
up.
give it to me.
I suppose I can. Lummy, everybody's blowing you up, you said personally too?
Well, yeah, that.
All right. So it's not an app, it's a website. And here you are. Everybody, are you ready? Free NFL games. Here's the website. Write it down. NFL. Y'all got that right? Y'all got that right? Here we go one more time. NFL. And yep.
.com?
Yes.
Okay. Write that down.
No, for real, I don't mind giving it away. It's NFL5.ir. NFL5, so NFL, the number 5.ir. Once you get on that page, there's no sign up, no sign in, nothing like that. You click a little drop down, click which game you want to watch, and then click what feed, if you want the home feed, the away feed, or if it's a national game or a local game. NFL5.ir. No viruses, no sign in, no nothing.
I'm in one of those states where Pennsylvania, that I live in the Harrisburg area, and I have to get Baltimore because the NFL's restrictions puts me in their viewing area. I'm a Steeler fan. I'm from Pennsylvania. My taxes pay for the stadium in Pennsylvania, and I got to watch the fucking Ravens.
Well, we apologize about that. Those fucking liberals.
Fucking
down in
Ravens.
Baltimore. Yeah, fuck the Ravens too. Well, this isn't a sports show, but thank you, sir. I'm glad you got the link. I'm glad everyone got the link from Cable Dog to Rider 03K to Brandon the Quad. See you, man.
I just typed it in right now. They're up and rolling. They're playing a game right now on something, but
they're playing a game, something.
Yeah, they're playing like a rerun, type of thing. But once you get on it, I just typed it in. You click that little drop down where it says select game. And then at that point, all the games that are on will be right there, and boom. Like right now, I can click full game for the Bucks and watch yesterday's full game.
Well, thank you, Colton. Thank you for sharing that information. Rhett, do you have anything this weekend?
I do not believe so. Maybe we'll do a rock show, but I'm not going to guarantee it.
Colin?
No, I don't think I have anything too crazy. I got some birthdays this weekend.
That's cute.
In the family.
That's great. And you know what? While you're at it, go check out Bubba Army Shop, Bubba Army Store, BubbaArmyMerch.com.
Do the knives sell out?
Get your knife. There's only a couple left.
I figured so.
Get them before they're gone. And don't forget, check out Bubba Army HQ, the archives, all the past shows that you might have missed, or the shows that you've already heard, but you want to get a refresher. Get on there, log in, download them, and listen your little hearts away. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
We will see you here Monday morning, 6 a.m. See you.